Hi Virgo, welcome to the channel. So today's reading is asking the question, what are they afraid to tell you? So we're looking at a situation between you and another person where they may be concerned about something that they have in their heart or on their mind and they're afraid to talk to you about it. So I do want to say I started your reading and my microphone was muted. So I laid the cards out. I'll go through them with you. It looked very interesting, so I wanted to be able to just pick up where I was at. So I apologize for that part. So do take the parts of the message that resonate and leave the rest. It is general, and yeah. So the energies can be flip-flopped. So very quickly, if you are new here, welcome to the channel. I post situational based and some calendar based tarot readings, and if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. So let's go ahead and get started. So Virgo, your primary energy today is the truth. And your person's primary energy today is wisdom. So truth and wisdom, I think this could be so powerful, which is why I didn't want to start over from scratch. So you are showing up in your reading today as the Four of Swords, the Knight of Coins, and the Seven of Coins, where your person is showing up as the Death, Justice, and the Hanged Man. So I was looking at this because I feel as though between the two of you there is either there's like stagnant energy or slow moving energy, possibly something with your person has stopped altogether, and it's driven by wisdom. So I feel as though and this is present energy, this is a snapshot of the present influences. We will get into how we got here and all that here in a moment. But I feel as though, this is what is so fascinating, I feel as though your person, like through their wisdom, like made a decision to stop something. And it may have been something with you, because I have this Knight of Cups over here, and I feel him kind of like galloping after this person going, wait, like hold on a minute, let's talk about this. But I feel as though like that's how you feel, but I don't think that's what you're actually doing. This is very slow moving energy, like very restful, reevaluation. I feel as though if they laid a boundary, which I think they did, I have the sense that you are honoring that boundary. So something may have come to light here. Yeah, so a couple things here with this justice. So you, Virgo, might be connecting to a Libra or Scorpio. Your earth energy is very prevalent here, Virgo. So I feel as though either you exposed a truth and it caused them to stop and go a different direction, or stop and reevaluate and apply some wisdom to it, or once they stopped it, it's like suddenly you saw the truth of the matter. So I can't wait to get into this. So let's see how we got here. All right. Oh wow, look at that. King of Swords. Ooh, Seven of Cups. See, I knew this was going to be a good reading. Three of Coins. All right. So this is very similar. This is like the male version of the Justice card, in my opinion. Very similar energy, but it's more the embodiment of a person, like a person, like making that decision, finding justice. It's also the power of discernment, and taking action as a result of that discernment. Whereas the Justice card, I almost called it the Libra card, so maybe you are connecting with a Libra. But the Justice card is more like law of the land. The decision is made external to the situation. It's like a committee is making a decision for you, that kind of thing. So, and it has an impact So there's a lot of, decisive, discerning energy here. And I feel as though it was like there was all of this confusion. There may have been a third party situation here. Take it as it resonates. And if that's like, you would know this, but it would probably be, if it's a person, it's another earth sign possibly. But this can also be work life balance or another external influence of some kind. It could have been the decision that was being made over here. So it could be work life balance. I don't have the devil here, so I don't think that it's representative of like a priority shift where some sort of vice is the actual priority. So it could be priorities were off, something along those lines. But there was some confusion here, and the king, like, saw through the crap, cut through the crap, is basically what I'm hearing here. So I don't know whose crap it was. I think, or it would be valid for the other person. I don't want to minimize, because whatever it is, if it's enough to be a deal breaker, then it was important to both of you. It would have been equally important to the person who, didn't want the relationship to end. So I feel as though you are the one that did not necessarily want the situation to end. It's showing up over here with this Knight of Coins, where the energy over here is like, nope, But the Hanged Man here is either they immediately had a shift in perspective, or everything stopped. And then now that there's been some time, this could be a change in perspective through their wisdom and their experience, where they may be reflecting on the situation a little differently than when they did up here. So let's get into it. So before we pull the line about messages from them, let's clarify these oracle cards. So I will pull their message and then some potential outcome, and then lots of oracle cards, including the Hidden Truth Oracle, which is very powerful, very specific messages. So here we have influence. Yes, this is for your person. So there was some kind of influence here, and it may have been influence specifically on their wisdom. So I feel as though there is definitely an external force here at play. All right, so then we also have choice. That's that discernment and concentration. Interesting. So we have 3, 7, and 7. So that might be relevant to you. And then we have a 7 here and a 7 here. So lots of 7s, lots of confusion, lots of... one of you may have become impatient in the past. So your person, concentration, influence, and choice. So they may have been pressured to make a decision by an external force. Your person, for some of you, there may have been a divorce involved, and it may or may not have been involving you. Like, you may not have been the other part of the party, but take it as it resonates. They may have been wrapping up something from their past, so you would know that, though. That's not news to you. So I feel as though maybe they were influenced or pressured, and they may have actually gone against their instincts or gone against their wisdom. So they either... there may be someone kind of chirping in their ear. That's unfortunate, but whatever decision, when they stopped things, like, I feel as though it was their choice. Does not mean that they didn't make it without being under the influence of something. I mean, I know I said earlier that I didn't have a sense that there were drugs involved, but the influence makes me think that some of you may have had alcohol. There may have been alcohol involved. But again, work-life balance is also very strong, and it can also be the influence of another person. So we're going to take that as it resonates. Let's go ahead and clarify your truth card. All right. Protection, ostentation, and flattery. Wow. Virgo, what a combination for you. I feel as though, one, two, and three, four. Excuse me. So I feel as though, it's possible that you revealed something to them, like I'm getting, so that they wouldn't have heard it from somebody else. And it may have been very unexpected for them. But I also have a story here that some of you have backed away to protect your investments. Whatever got revealed here was pretty wild with this ostentation and this flattery. Like, very, very wild. And so I feel as though the whoever was the receiver of the new information, or whatever caused the confusion, it really, I feel as though it's like no matter what the other person said, they couldn't believe it. It was like, no way, there's no way, and it could have been like, we did all of this investing and now you tell me this, and everything that you say falls on deaf ears is another scenario that I'm getting here. But I feel as though there's a boundary in place, and right now, as difficult as it may be, I think it might be protecting the both of you, like protecting the relationship. Wow, Virgo. Okay, so let's get into what are they afraid to tell you? And then we will pull some possible outcome and advice cards for you. Oh gosh. 10 of Cups, Knight of Swords, 2 of Wands. So I think that they might be making a decision to come back towards you, because I have the sense that they miss you. They may be watching you on social media, so I'm getting a warning here to just be very careful. Meaning, be authentic if you are on social media, because they are very, with this card here, I feel as though it's like they're assessing the whole picture of the situation, and they are at a point where they're like 50-50 on it. So I'm not saying you can't be yourself, but if you, for example, if you start posting like really childish memes about relationships that they can sense are pointed at them, they're going to bounce. That's really what I'm getting. But I think they miss you. I think they are asking around about you, and I think they don't want you to know that. Your person might be at a distance from you. This can be physical or emotional. You may not have seen them in a while. So I'm also getting a message here that you may have not moved fast enough for them, and they took that, and that you could have had very valid reasons, but they may have been wanting things to get going, and because your pace was different, they preemptively could have cut things off because they assumed that what they were perceiving as indecision to be the decision, to not choose them. That's just this story that got put in my head right now. All right, so let's look at possible outcomes, and then we'll get some advice and messages from your person. So Virgo, if you are enjoying the reading, please subscribe if you have not already, and hit the like button while you are at it. I'd love to have you as part of my community. All right, so we have the 6 of Swords, the 9 of Cups, and the Page of Coins. So I'm hearing that things are going to smooth out between the two of you, and there may be some conversations or some text messages here with this page of coins. This is like the level of a coffee date, maybe. But there's a lot to offer here. I feel as though the conversation will be about how can we bring some stability to the situation? How can we reconnect? How can we get back on the same page? How can we give to each other in a very healthy way? How can we give of each other to the other? Now, for some of you, I am getting a message that what this confusion, this upset was about could have been to do with either starting a family or a child that is in the mix or coming into the mix. And I think someone may have been really taken aback by that or something. So for some of you, there's a child involved. So I am also getting a message of emotional discipline here. So I think that whatever is happening, and I think that's more on your person's side, this is very disciplined energy over here, very stable, patient, disciplined. I have more like swift and spicy energy coming from over here, even with this wisdom card, like still like they're a very deep soul, but they're also like very creative and passionate, and maybe things can bubble out before they realize it, kind of thing. And so what I'm getting here is a message of emotional discipline for them. So they may come back to you in a more emotionally disciplined state, is what I'm saying, Virgo. All right, so let's get some messages from your person. I will wait for a sign from you. I think that's actually you. Although they may be waiting. So if it feels like you're the one that's waiting, then that's your message. If it does not feel as though you're the one that is waiting, then they are waiting for you. I'm so attracted to you. Ooh. I think that your person is very attracted to you. I think they're very attracted to the patient energy that you have, even though they may have gotten restless. It was my fault, but I blamed you. I think you're going to know exactly what that is, because I feel like they are the one that bounced with that death card, or at least metaphorically bounced if you are still with this person. All right. Nothing is yet set in stone. I love that card because that means anything can happen. A new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. Look at that. So I think your person is still very interested in you, Virgo. And why wouldn't they? Virgos are awesome, right? All right, so I love you. These are powerful words. Look at that, Virgo. I'm going to leave it on that note for you, Virgo. That's such a high note. Take that as it resonates. Feel free to drop me a comment and connect with me. Let me know how this resonates. I always love to hear from you. It's been an honor to read your cards today. Thanks for coming by, and I will catch you in the next reading. Bye-bye.